Dear student, as I am discussing the mixed referency, this cell now I am selecting this cell into what? Into this particular one, 10. Isn't it? This is what? This is F for 15. So F dollar 15. So this is what now if you give enter see the formula again. That means previously when I copied it in my previous video, if I copied it here again I am showing if I copied this one, if I copied this one, it means if I stretch it from here you will see this 40 will come. That means all the rows and columns has been locked here. Therefore what is the value that value came. Now if I this is a wrong value it is showing us. Now what I need to do, I have to give again, I have to write it again newly. What it is there, it is b, it is what, yes, say it is b19. So b dollar 19 into then what, then c dollar 19, c dollar, sorry, c dollar 19 into, now this is one, this is f15. So f dollar 15. Okay, so if you see, isn't it, this is what, this is the mixed reference. In relative reference what I am saying, we are not blocking any rows and columns. As you drag this particular formula, automatically the cell position will going to change. Okay, this one what I have taken the 50% from here. So this particular one, first one is not locked but second cell is totally locked. So if I drag it, only the first cell will going to change and the second cell will remain as it is. This is known as an absolute reference. Previously is relative reference. Relatively it is changing, it is known as absolute reference. And this is a mixed reference where we are using or locking. Previously in absolute reference we are locking only one cell, but here we are locking all the rows and all the columns. Okay, so all the rows and all the columns to do. Similarly for this one also, all the columns and all the thing can be locked similar way. Equals to, suppose what, b dollar b dollar 17 into then c dollar 17 into, okay, next one is what, this is g, this is a cell g15. So into g dollar 50. Okay, now you enter C. So every place in the mixed reference everything will going to change. Okay, now I'll show you how to design a graph. Okay, how to design a graph. So design a graph means first and foremost you have to select the range based on which you want to do the graph. Suppose I am selecting this range, this is my range. Based on this I want to do the graph. So where to do the graph, see here in the insert option is there. Okay, insert option is there. In the insert option, see there is pivot chart. Okay, I'm showing you first all the sub menus. Then the page layout option is there. See page layout option. Then the formula option is there. Formula option I have used previously. The data option is there. There are the data grouping and subgrouping has been shown to you. Review option is there, then view option is there, and then developer option is there. Okay, and help option is also there. So what to do, you will go to the insert option. In the insert option you can use the chart. Different type of chart is there. See, different type of, in the insert option you find there are the different type of charts is there. Suppose you want this particular bar chart. So bar chart, there are the different 3D bar chart. Okay, so click on the 3D bar chart. As you click on the 3D bar chart, first you have to select the area, then you have to select the chart. See, there are the different pattern. This one has been selected. If you want to select this one, this also you can do. Now chart title, if you want you can give the chart title. Suppose product, product. Suppose this one is product, product. Okay, chart title. Here the chart title you can change the chart title. Select on it, select this one, say product, it has been changed. Okay, so this way you can select, change the, there you can change the title of the chart, and as you change the title of the chart, this is the chart what is there. Okay, so this way you can create the chart. Different type of charts is there. So